So you could totally use these for like a celebration. Look at this. I'm gonna go get underneath it. Oh my God, I'm not gonna make it. Look at it. Holy crap. Look at that thing go. Oh yeah. Happy 4th of July, baby. Boy, oh boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. So obviously I ordered a bunch more fireworks and I finally got my fireworks in the mail. So today we are going to shoot them all off for you. Pay no attention to the absolute mountain of fireworks over there because today we're talking about this mountain of fireworks. And to be honest, since this is so many fireworks, I don't even know where to begin. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and start down here with this one by Dominator Fireworks. It's called Sky High, and just look at that thing. It's like 5 feet tall. Like here, I'll get you a side shot of it next to the table there. It's definitely the biggest 500-gram cake I have ever seen, and it is 112 shots in total. Now, I did actually get some smaller stuff like this one right here that maybe we can shoot off before it gets dark out. This is called Lock On by Magnus Fireworks. It's a Saturn missile battery. We've all seen them, but this one has some weird larger missiles around the edges. I'm sure you can see that. And you guys know me, I'm a big novelty guy, so I had to pick up 2 of these Escorts by Brothers Pyrotechnics. I believe I have lit these off before, but I can't really remember. And so I can't remember if this thing stays on the ground or takes off like a drone. Either way, I can't wait to light it. We've got not 1, but 2 of those. Now moving on to some of these larger diameter cakes, we've got Supermax Prison there by Red Lantern. We've got Trinity by Winda Fireworks, American Thunder, and the big dog there on the end. Now these are the really large shell breaks, the huge NOABs that I personally use in all my displays. Right above that, we've got Whistling Monster here by Neon Fireworks. That's kind of a new brand I've never heard of, but I do love the packaging on that. And then of course I had to go with a mini one to show you guys the difference. So this is like a 1-inch NOAB here called Wild One by Miracle Fireworks. And for comparison there next to American Thunder, just take a look at that difference. So we've got 3-inch shells and 1-inch shells. And we'll just keep going from left to right with this stack over here. We've got Hearts of Fire. Now the reason I picked this up is because it's one of the craziest looking, I guess, NOAB style fireworks I've ever seen. Now when I say NOAB style, I mean tubes exposed on the top like this. So this is 16 shots here by Winda. Take a look, we got 4 large 2-inch breaks in the middle, and then around the edges we've got, I think, like 1.5-inch breaks. So that should be a really nice cake. Underneath this one, I got the Boss by World Class Fireworks, and the only reason I picked this up is because this is a weird firework. And the reason it's weird is because this demon here on the front is the same demon that is on a firework called Fear in My Enemy's Eyes. And I remember that from when I was a kid, and it was my dream to get that firework. I still, to this day, have not found it, and I would love to shoot it off. But for now, I will settle for this. And right below that, we've got Badlands here, 24 shots by Miracle Fireworks. Had to get it because we are actually out here in the Badlands. Now, I don't know if you guys can really see all the hills. And of course, we are at a gravel pit, so these are artificial hills. But just beyond that, we do have some real, actual Badland hills. This one here is a 2-inch powerful cake, 10 huge shots, #boom. Had to get it. Love the name on that. If you put a name like this on a firework, Cody B is definitely going to be picking it up. And right here, this is probably one of the most unique items I have in the whole lineup. This is a confetti cake by Winda Fireworks. Now, it's not the first time I've lit something like this off. In fact, last year I did a cake that was very similar to this, and it kind of shoots out some streamers. However, I think it would be really cool if a firework company made a confetti cake that actually breaks confetti in the air. So maybe these will do that. And then we got to go right back up the mountain here to the top. Now, I already showed you these ones, but we do have the Heart of Gold here, 11 shots by Magnus Fireworks. And I'm going to take these off because the only reason I got this one is because it's another strange firework. So take a look. We've got 3 of these 2-inch shells here in the middle. And I believe these are also 2-inch around the edges. And as you can see, that cap fell off. But this thing looked really, really cool, so I had to get it. I have not seen a demo video on it. I just want to shoot it off for you guys. So anyway, that one there is Heart of Gold. Below that, we've got the Storm Warning. Check it out. Then I've got the Big Boom here, 35 shots by Super Fireworks. This is a brand I haven't done in a while, so I can't wait to revisit it. And obviously with the name there, Big Boom, just had to get it. Now, this thing here is called Meteor Madness. And so I think this barrage candle, because it's 195 shots, I think it's going to have go-getters. And if I'm right, you guys are not going to believe what this thing looks like. Now, before we talk about the stuff over here, I wanted to point this out. So I actually ended up ordering a cake assortment called the Power Pack 1. I think they have other power packs too, but this one looked like probably the best one. So it's by Pyro Planet, and they've got other cake assortments there on the website, but I just went with this one here. Can't wait to see it. You get 3 500-gram cakes in that box. We're gonna shoot all 3 of them off. And I'm sure you guys already saw this, but right above that, we've got Fireworks by Brothers Pyrotechnics. I could not resist this one just based on the name. Actually, a lot of these, the reason why I bought them was actually for the name or just based on that they were unique or strange. And so I kind of like to pick out fireworks like that. So then we've got the 1 minute absolute pyro, again with that name, but also it's a duration cake. So you could totally set up 3 of these in a show and you'd have like a 3-minute show if you did them one at a time. Or you could do 3 stations featuring this cake and then you'd have a 1-minute show, but at least you'd have one on the left, middle, and right. And I think it'd be really cool. I don't know if there's an angle on this one as well, but that would make it way better. And above that, we actually have a fountain. So I went with this fountain because it's super weird looking. Take a look. I don't know if you can see that. I might actually have to walk around the mountain of fireworks and show it to you from this side. So that thing in the middle spins around and I think it makes kind of a crazy noise as the flames hit these pillars here on the 4 sides. I did something like this a long time ago, but I can't wait to see it again. Right above that one, we have this huge behemoth of a firework, 2-inch diameter tubes, and it might even be double break, I don't know. No, it's not double break. So they actually just shoot in an angle, and I'll try to get you a shot like this so that you can see that angle. So I think we get 2 shots at the same time, and these are gonna be huge 2-inch shells. And I love that the effects are literally right here in the middle. And then we have the Cannon Fire here. I can't remember the brand on this. I think it's like a Tannerite brand. So I didn't know they made fireworks, but we've got one of them here. And actually, I did go with 2 of them by that brand. And the other one, I think, is right here, American Thunder. So that's the brand on there. And I'm not sure if they make fireworks differently, like with their own powders or whatever in their factory, but I can't wait to see this. And also, it is a part of their patriotic series. You just can't go wrong. And then below that, I got the Pyro Addict here by Raccoon Fireworks. This is one of the only fireworks by Raccoon that I don't think I have seen before. I could be wrong about that, but I can't wait to test that out because the label definitely looks really cool. And you see, I ordered most everything by the piece. That means I did not get cases of them. But since this company is called American Wholesale Fireworks, I had to get at least 1 entire case of a firework, and I went with this one here. 169 shots crackling finale, and we've got 4 of them in this box right here. So because it's wholesale fireworks, I did want to make sure I picked up at least 1 case. And since this is a crackling finale, you guys already know what we're going to do. We're going to be shooting all 4 of those off at the exact same time for the finale of this video. So if you guys couldn't tell, I am extremely excited to set off all these fireworks for you guys. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. This might be a longer video, so grab some popcorn, kick back and relax. We're going to shoot them all off. And I think we're going to go ahead and take a look at maybe some of the daytime fireworks, because if I point the camera out there, you can see the sun's going down. Before it goes down over the range, we want to see the daytime stuff. So take a look at this thing, guys. We're ready to shoot it off. Confetti cake, 30 shots win to fireworks, but just look at that angle. It's super crazy, and I hope it doesn't tip over. And remember, we've got 2 of these, so if it's really cool, we'll do the other one. Whoa, look at those streamers. Okay, this is cool. This is a lot cooler than the first one I did. Wow. Well, now we know which way the wind is going. So you could totally use these for like a celebration. Look at this. I'm going to go get underneath it. Oh my God, I'm not going to make it. Look at it. Woo! So the only downside to the confetti cakes is look at the mess it makes. So obviously I'm going to have to clean all this up. I don't want to leave it here because it might blow away in the wind and land in somebody's yard. So I'm going to clean this up. I don't think we're going to do the other one, but just take a look at this. It looks like a giant rainbow out here. That was definitely cool. And just so you guys know, I wasn't lying when I said I was going to clean it up. We got all the confetti in the back, and we're going to throw that away. I'm not a fan of littering, and I don't think anybody else should either. We might as well light this lock-on cake right here. Now, you can do these at nighttime, but you can also do them during the daylight. So let's go ahead and see what one of these looks like. Well, it's light outside, 150 shots. I'm really interested to see what those larger missiles in there do. Oh, they're just way louder. Holy crap. Yeah, that's pretty much ear piercing. Holy crap. I gotta make sure my mic still works after that one. And I think the last item we're gonna do during the daylight is the Escort by Brothers Pyrotechnics. I cannot remember if it goes up in the air or not, but we're gonna find out. So guys, I'm just now realizing that I am an idiot because it's on wheels and we are at the gravel pit with nothing to light this on. So it's a good thing I got 2 of these because we're gonna do one out here, and then in a future video, I'm gonna do another one the right way. So keep in mind, this thing would have moved forward, but I don't think it's going to on the gravel. Yeah, right there it would have gone. See, and it should fly up in the air. I really wish it would. But look at this thing go. Looks like that part melted off. It's going again. Oh man, how cool would that be if it just took off like a drone? Look at that. Nice. Let's go ahead and start with our Fountain Ballerina's Ball window fireworks. I think it's dark enough now. You can see the moon over there. By the time these smaller items are done, we should have darkness for the 500 gram cakes. Kind of a cool little fountain. I think that thing in the middle is still going to spin though. That's the cool part. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Look at that thing go. Okay, this one's getting a 10 out of 10. And moving on from the fountain, we have our Meteor Madness Barrage Roman Candle. Wait till you see this thing. I did not know it was going to start as a fountain. That's kind of cool though. Oh, okay, so they aren't go-getters. I thought maybe they would be. That wound up being pretty freaking cool. And now let's see our mini NOAB. This is Wild One by Miracle Fireworks. 1-inch bore size. All right, call me crazy, but I think it's dark enough to start enjoying our huge lineup of 500 gram cakes. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the Pro Power Pack 1. This is a 3-1 in the package, so you get Noisy Boys, Second Amendment, and Gold Fingers. Let's go ahead and start with Noisy Boys. Okay, it's got like rotating mines to break. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that shot pattern. Usually they go mine to break. This is our second cake and it just so happens to be called Second Amendment. I switched to wide angle. These things are loud. Wow. The brakes are no joke. Now let's see gold fingers. Ooh, look at that. It's got like time delay willow stars. Sweet. Well, I'll tell you what, this cake assortment here is no joke, super loud brakes, and now we're gonna start on our line, our huge line of 500 grams, starting with the Boss. Nice. Next one up is Badlands. Nice pace. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Very nice cake. Beautiful effects too. And here goes the Pyro Addict. Whoa. Holy crap. Is it my new favorite firework? Maybe. Next one up is the Cannon Fire. Sweet. Look at that, shooting star. This next one here is supposed to last an entire minute. Here goes the 1 minute absolute pyro. Does it last a minute? It's got crackling crescents. I can confirm that last one did last an entire minute. And moving on, we've got hashtag boom. This thing better be loud for the namesake. Oh yeah, huge brakes too. Okay. And that had some of the prettiest effects we've seen all night. Last one should have been called #beautiful. And moving on, we got our first angle cake of the night. This is fireworks. Hopefully I can capture this. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Love to see the alternating brakes and zipper effects. And here goes the storm warning. Okay, that's really cool. Flying fish. It's like little tornadoes. That one had it all. We're gonna switch to wide angle on this next one. This is the whistling monster. These are easier to film in wide angle. Okay, that's loud. Holy crap. That one will make you go deaf. Next one up is the Big Boom by Super Fireworks. Better have some big booms in it. There's the big booms. And it's got these beautiful mines. Wow, and at the end it did them both together. For size comparison on this next one, look at the cake we just lit off and take a look at Sky High by Dominator Fireworks. This is one cake, it's not two. Let's see it in action. This is probably the one I'm most excited for. Holy crap. Love it. All right, and moving on to some of our large diameter tubes here, we're gonna go ahead and start with Hearts of Fire. Big brakes. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I love these 2-inch and 3-inch no abs. Oh my God. You can still hear the thunder. I know I say 10 out of 10 all the time, but that one truly gets a 10 out of 10. Next one is the weird looking cake with 2-inch shells there in the middle, kind of like that one. This is Heart of Gold, 11 shots. Yep, huge brakes. Man, you cannot go wrong with these. Those things go like a mile in the air. Wow. This next one here, I think, is going to fire in volleys of 2, and they are 2-inch shells, a lot like the last 2 we just lit off. This is Echo Blast. I can't wait to see this one. Okay, maybe it starts with 1 at a time. Oh no. It kind of doesn't. Oh, there we go. This is what I wanted to see. Yeah, more of that. Oh, I think it alternates. Okay, I'll shut up. And now we're moving on to the big 3-inch diameter cakes, starting with the Supermax Prison. Difference is going to be night and day. Yep, look at that. They go the same height, but they break twice as big. That's why I like them. This next one here is called Trinity by Winda Fireworks. Whoa, this has like a, look at that. It like launches 3 shells at a time. That's cool. Wow. I love to see all the different effects. And here goes American Thunder by Tannerite. Hopefully it's loud. With a name like American Thunder, it better be. Oh yeah. This is the hardest hitting one of the night. Wow. That's like real 3-inch shells. Yep, big fan of that one. And it's been a blast lighting off these large diameter cakes, but we got one left, the big dog. World-class fireworks. Nice blue on this. I think they're all blue. All right, I like the 1 at a time too, so all 9 went kind of slow. Despite the Tannerite cake being a lot louder, this had some gorgeous blue effects. And ladies and gentlemen, our grand finale of the night. This is well over 500 shots crackling finale. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are. Here we go. Oh yeah. Happy 4th of July, baby! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh. What a finale. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed that finale.